So indoors, it's difficult to tell the difference between the iPhone microphone and using an external microphone. So this now is being recorded directly with no effects, no adjustments, nothing to the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I'm now going to switch over to the Rode Video Mic Me L, an external microphone, which is probably the most portable microphone that you can get to work with the iPhone series externally without having to use loads of different cables. So let's switch over to this and see indoors, can you tell any difference? Again, no editing at all. Okay, so this now is being recorded using the Rode Video Mic Me L. Again, nothing edited. This is directly out of the external microphone, sat indoors, same location. Can you tell any difference between this and the iPhone 12 Pro Max microphone? So you'll probably hear that the Rode microphone is quite quiet and a little bit tinny, whereas the iPhone produces quite a nice bass to it. Now, what I've just shown you there is you can actually turn off on the iPhone to record stereo sound. So it's just now recording mono, and the microphone is pointed directly to me next to the camera lenses. Now this means that the audio is only coming from the microphone on the rear of the iPhone. So if you're going to be using the selfie camera to record yourself, it's not going to be very good. But if you turn this on to mono, which is on now, this is probably the best audio you're going to get indoors out of the iPhone, pointing directly at yourself. So this is mimicking what the Rode microphone does by being a mono microphone, picking the audio up directly from the direction it's pointing, and that's now what the iPhone is doing. So again, does this sound any better to the first one? Where the iPhone has always fell apart though with the audio quality is when you go outside, when you get any wind or background noise interference. So what we're going to do now is test it using some background noise. We're going to go outside where there's going to be some wind introduced, and then hopefully you'll then be able to tell the difference using one of these external microphones. Or is it not any different to you? So then you can carry on thinking that iPhone footage is pretty good. The audio quality is good enough for what I need, and I'll just continue just using my iPhone. Because the downside to using something like this, with this going in the port on the bottom of your phone, that means you can't use the bottom of your phone to grip the phone. You're going to have to use a gimbal or a selfie stick to film yourself. You can't just handheld it like you can if you're just going to use the phone. So let's just try this out now. Right, so now I'm recording myself, but I've also got some fans blowing in the background. So the iPhone will be picking up noise from all over the place, including myself and the fans. So what does this sound like? And now I'm going to switch over to the Rode microphone and then see if that handles the sound better. So I'm now using the Rode microphone with the fans still on. So does this sound any better? Does it block out that sound a bit more? Is it a bit clearer? Is that sound of a better quality to warrant using this microphone? What do you think? Just as a final test, this is the most easiest. This is holding the iPhone using the selfie camera on an indoor setting. So this is going to be the most comfortable for anyone to use. You can see yourself, you can hold the phone clearly, the microphone's pointing at you. So we're now going to move outside and we're going to test the quality from the iPhone and an external microphone. Now, the straight downside to this particular microphone, this Rode Video Mic Me L, is it comes with a dead cat, which is this. This is the dead cat. Look at the size of that dead cat. Once you put that on, it just looks ridiculous. So I would only use this if it was really windy. What you need to do is pick up, I've just got this rubber tip that you can just get off eBay or Amazon, and this just slides onto the microphone. When you do go outside with an external mic, you have to use this wind muff or this rubberized tip. If you use on its own, it's going to pick up so much wind noise, it's going to be unusable. Anyway, let's go outside now and we'll do some tests and show you what I mean. So I've come to the beach just to show you what it sounds like outside in a windy environment. This is now being recorded directly on the iPhone 12 Pro Max with no external microphones attached. So this is what it sounds like using the selfie cam, 4K, using the iPhone, no external camera. This is the audio outside at the beach. So it's windy here, so it's a really windy environment. There should be lots of different background noise that this phone is picking up. But is it alright? Is it good enough to just use your phone as your main camera so your phone is always with you, so it's going to be ideal. So the video quality is brilliant. This is not in HDR, this is just normal 4K 30 coming out the iPhone 12 Pro Max. But now I'm going to attach the Rode microphone. I'm just using this topper that I was telling you about. I'm not going to use a dead cat just yet, and see if you can tell any difference. Let's put this on. Okay, so the purpose of this, I'm just using the selfie camera. So a downside straight away to using the Rode VideoMic L microphone on the new 12 Pro Max, well, depending on the case, my case like this, it won't attach to the phone with this style case. So I've had to take the microphone off, but this is what it sounds like using the selfie camera using the Rode VideoMic L. And then just to see if you can tell any difference, this is now using the ultra-wide camera on the iPhone, again using the Rode microphone pointing directly at myself. Can you tell any difference? Is the iPhone one better? Is it worse? Is this a lot better? And now let's move over to just using the dead cat using this microphone. So when you are using this microphone with the dead cat on, you can't see the record button, so it does take up a good third of the screen. And this is using the iPhone 12 Pro Max, so it's a large screen, so it does take up a lot of room. But this is what it sounds like using the dead cat on the Rode VideoMic L. So the quality should be good, it should be noticeably better, it should be drowning out that wind noise. And now this is using the rear facing camera on the phone, again just using the dead cat, so it's pointing directly at myself. So if you wanted to do a walk and talk but you're actually filming something in the distance, this is what it's going to sound like using this microphone and the dead cat attached. There certainly are drawbacks to using this microphone. So this is what the actual Rode microphone looks like with the dead cat on. It's just using this is an iPhone 10, so it does take up a large portion of that screen. So you've now heard the different audio quality from direct from the phone, which this is, to using the Rode microphone with the dead cat, or just using an additional topper to the microphone as well. So what do you think? I'm just going to actually include now to the iPhone audio, I'm going to put on a compressor and a voiceover gain in Final Cut Pro just to show you what the audio could sound like by a bit of enhancements as well. So you could do this quite easily. It takes literally 2 clicks of a button to put these on. So what do you think? For me, if I was just taking the iPhone out doing a video, I think the audio quality and the microphone quality has come on so much with the iPhone. It's just like the camera quality has. However, my still preference is to using the Rode VideoMic L with that topper that I've bought. I'm not a fan at all of that huge dead cat. But if I was wanting to record something that sounds a little bit better and I'm going to be outdoors filming, I'm going to take that Rode microphone with me just because it's so portable and convenient. But for anything indoors or just run and gun type things, the audio coming out the phone is more than good enough. So if you can pick one of these up used, second hand or on a good deal, it's worth getting. Overall, the iPhone 12 Pro Max microphones, they're brilliant and they're more than good enough for the everyday user. Anyway, thanks so much for watching and we'll see you for another video.